Welcome to the country. So it's time to get started with our 2023 gardening prep. I've got a pretty substantial garden plan this year as far as the earth garden goes. Probably going to be cutting back a little bit on the aquaponics system. Just got a few issues there, but I've been planning a large outdoor garden for about a year now, and it's time to really kind of get over there and get started with it. And I want to take you guys with me, show you exactly how I prep my gardens, how I got everything laid out, and how I get ready to plant those vegetables out in the springtime. So give me a few minutes to get over there, and then I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so here's the garden bed that I'm working in now. This is a 24 by 24 square. It has 48 holes dug in it. That's 8 inches in diameter and about 16 to 18 inches deep. So what I'm going to do is kind of go through here, clean the holes up, add some fertilizer to the bottom of the holes, and kind of get these things prepped and ready for whenever the weather gets right and it's time to plant our garden. So I've got 300 holes to do throughout the entire farm, and I just want to come in here and do a few at a time when I get the time to do it. Today's a really nice day, and it's a good day to get out here and work in the garden. So I'm going to try and get all these done today here in this particular garden. Get the fertilizer in, give it time to start breaking down and attracting those earthworms, and just kind of get ready for gardening season for 2023. And I want to show you guys exactly how I do my earth gardens. In the past, I've always concentrated on showing you guys the aquaponics system and showing you how aquaponics works and how well that does in our climate. And I'm kind of got the aquaponics system right now in limbo. I'll take you guys over here in a little bit and show you what it looks like. But I don't know if there's going to be as much aquaponic content this year, just because we had a big storm come in and kind of tore the greenhouse up pretty good, and I'm going to have to rebuild that thing. And it just depends on time and money where I can get that thing back up and running and get some content on that. But we're really going to concentrate this year on the earth gardens and showing you guys exactly how I like to do it here in my particular climate and my soil and the time frame that I have to grow my gardens, and just kind of give you an idea of how this targeted gardening works. It's kind of the term I'm referring to, the method that I'm using. You hear targeted grazing all the time anymore, and regenerative ag is really starting to get popular with folks, and I feel like this is kind of on the same lines where we're targeting exactly where we're putting our plants, exactly where we're putting our nutrients, and exactly where we're putting our water. So we're not wasting any of that stuff, and we're not tilling up the ground in big areas, dealing with a bunch of weeds and that type of stuff. So it's just my preferred method and just the way I do it here. So we'll do a couple of holes here real quick. I'll show you exactly how I'm doing it. I'll get you guys sit down right here. Try to get you level on this hole. I'll take my shovel here and just go around the edge of the hole. Loosen up the soil. What I'm going to do is remove all the soil that's in this hole. Get all this winter grass and stuff out of there. So I want to get down to the very bottom of the hole. I always like to try to hit the bottom of the hole if I can. I take just a couple of handfuls of my hay and goat manure mix, put in the bottom of the hole there. That's going to fill up about maybe a third of the hole. And we're going to look for any earthworms that we may have uncovered. There's one right there. Try to get this guy out of here. There we go. There he is right there. You guys can see I've got several of them over here already that we've dug up. We're going to put those guys in our worm farm here in a minute. I'll show you guys that. So just simply put that goat manure in the bottom of the hole. Take our potting mix. Fill the hole back in. And there we have it. That one's ready to go. Turn you guys around here. Do the exact same thing with this one. Oh, there's a, look at that guy there. That's a good looking one there. And that's what we're trying to do, guys. We're trying to minimize the damage to these earthworms. We're not tilling the ground. We're not killing any of the earthworms. We're not disturbing the soil. Or very minimally. I mean, we're disturbing this area. But we're definitely... There's a few earthworms right there. Let me try to get them out of there. There we go. There's one. Definitely very minimal as far as what we're disturbing. I'm not a real big tiller guy. I don't really feel like it's necessary to till your gardens and stuff, and it's a lot of work to do that. And this is very simple. All you need is a handheld post hole digger or a power auger like I have, which is cheaper than a rototiller. Get all the way to the bottom here. This stuff's nice and moist, even though we haven't had any rain in a while. We did get about a half an inch the other day. Some of our goat manure there. Put that in the bottom and then just cover it up. And that hole is ready to go. I'll take you guys over to our little worm farm that we got started. Show you guys what that looks like. So I ordered 1,000 red wigglers online and put them in there the other day. And I got it set up on the north side of this little building that I have, my little storage building. Hopefully that'll help keep it cool, keep it in the shade most of the day. And this thing is filled up with just some potting mix and a lot of that manure from the goats. We'll just put those guys in the hole there. We'll cover them up. So kind of our goal with this is, one, is going to supply us with fish bait for the year. I'm tired of going and buying night crawlers and stuff from the store and paying $5 for a dozen night crawlers. As much as I fish and stuff, it's be more economical for me to raise my own. Plus, help build the compost for my garden. You know, worm castings and stuff like that are really good for your garden. So that's going to kind of help, you know, make my garden better, plus make my fishing better by supplying me with my own fresh bait. So there's a little worm farm that we have set up. So we'll go over here and look at the aquaponics system. So the wind came, had some straight line winds about 70 miles an hour, and just destroyed the plastic on this. It destroyed the front. I'm gonna have to rebuild it, and busted a lot of the clear roofing panels that I had on there. I'm gonna have to remove all that, replace all this. So this is going to be kind of a side project this year, mostly, instead of the kind of the main focus. I do want to get it back up and going because I've got a lot of money invested in this, and I do want to use it and grow some vegetables in here. So we'll see how this goes as we kind of get along and start growing, if I got time and I have the resources to kind of rebuild this. So I'm going to get back at it. I'm trying to finish that one house up today. Like I said, I have 300 holes in total to do this to, and kind of get our gardening season kicked off. Really looking forward to kind of getting started here. Really excited about this year's gardening season. So I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll be back.